Welcome to the Life of Joey Calvo podcast. I'm Joey Calvo. Our podcast is part of the World Podcast Network, now with over 1,100 podcasts. Visit the World Podcast Network at https:// World Podcast Network network to listen to podcasts in over 12 genres. Come vote our podcast episodes up and help us rise on the leaderboard. If you have a podcast of your own, you can join them for free. Now, normally I go across people and I find them on either on YouTube or Instagram or Threads. I found this very beautiful woman on Threads, and she has got the most amazing voice, singing voice, and she is from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and she goes by the name SD herself. Welcome to the podcast, first of all.
Hi, thank you for having me, Joey.
You're welcome. And this is probably the first time you've done a podcast before, correct?
Yes, this is the first time.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
yeah. So this is gonna be very simple for you. If your followers do come on and watch the live stream, they have questions, they can ask them in the comments. Um, I I tried my hardest on the personal side because I wanted to get to know her personally. Because I mean, look at her. Look how beautiful she is. She's an amazing person. So tell us how you got started. How Essie herself came to be.
Okay, so a little backstory on my stage name. Actually, my real name is Charlene,
Mm-hmm.
and so how I chose this backstage name, this stage name.
Mm-hmm.
I am kind of a Star Wars fan, so I from Star Wars I kind of like Luke, the guy who plays Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
So back then, Mark Hamill had this username called Hamill himself.
Okay.
So I wanted my username, like my Instagram username, my
Mm-hmm.
other social media usernames to
Yeah.
sort of uh, follow that username that he was using. So I put in as my initials SD as in Charlene Darshini.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
as time went on, that name just stuck to me, and now Mark Hamill doesn't have that username anymore, but I still keep the name SD herself. So yeah. So
Poor Luke
I
Skywalker. Oops.
yeah.
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 Okay. So what got you into the music though?
So I had a bit of formal music education from childhood. I studied piano right up to grade 7,
Mm-hmm.
and from learning how to play the piano, then my interest in music just grew from there.
Mm-hmm.
So from there I started to learn guitar, I started to learn a bit of bass, and my father, he's a drummer, so I learned a bit of how to play the drums from him.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
Okay. All right. So now I don't know how many albums. Did you put out any albums yet?
Albums, no, but I do have about I have 6 singles on Spotify. Like
Okay.
solo singles, I have 6. I
Uh,
did one song with this music producer from Nigeria called Femi Sounds,
Okay.
and I was also part of a single for Malaysia National Day. I did it with a few different Indian artists. One is Shankar Kumar, and then there's another 2 other artists that was also part of that single. So in total, I have about 7 singles on Spotify.
Okay. As I'm talking to you right now, you may see me, but right now I'm actually on Spotify right now because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So just bear with me one moment, folks. Should go through. Hold on a minute. I'm having a little issue with my Spotify. Okay. That's weird. I never have a problem with my Spotify. Let's do this. Here we go. Bear with me. Yep.
Di bawah langit malam, ku menanti mimpi bersama bintang dengan cinta padamu. Namun kau terpaku, tak nyaman di sisimu. Hatiku remuk terluka oleh tatapanmu. Hatiku terluka oleh senyuman nafsumu. Bintangku terpudar di matamu yang gelap. Cintaku dalam diam, terluka oleh hati yang hancur di langit malam yang suci. Bagaikan kau khawatir bakal tertarik hanya ku mencintai tanpa syarat. Terpesona olehmu, tapi kau abaikan hingga hatiku terluka oleh tatapanmu yang tak ramah. Hatiku terluka oleh senyuman mesummu. Bintangku terputar di matamu yang gelap. Cintaku dalam diam, terluka oleh hati yang hancur di langit malam yang sunyi.
All right. I'm going to play one more. Just bear with me. Here we go.
எங்க அம்மா எவ்வளோ சொல்லிச்சு அவங்களெல்லாம் சேராத சேராத பண்ணி போனாலும் நான் ஹாப்பி ஹாப்பி மனசு வலிச்சாலும் நான் ஹாப்பி ஹாப்பி உங்ககிட்ட ஒரு பொண்ணு பார்த்தாலும் நான் ஹாப்பி ஹாப்பி நீ அந்த பொண்ணு கட்டிக்கிட்டாலும் நான் ஹாப்பி ஹாப்பி ஒரு மாசம் கிடைச்சா I'm very happy அவரை ஒண்ணு கொடுமை பண்ணிட்டா I'm super happy கப்பல கொஞ்சம் பொருள் கொஞ்சம் நாள்ல நீ ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ண what you mean சாமி Why black? Sam black. உன்னோட துப்பு கிழிச்சா நான் டபுள் ஹாப்பி உன்னை கையில அடிச்சா நான் ட்ரிபிள் ஹாப்பி எல்லாரும் கெட்டு கிளம்பி நீ பார்த்த நாள் எனக்கு சூப்பர் மாடல் கடிச்சா நான் ஹாப்பி ஹாப்பி நமக்கு 1000 ஃபிகர் மடிப்புச்சு
Okay. All right. So we got to listen to some music. And it was very good. Like I said, she's got such a beautiful voice. I had to have her on. Let's just say it this way. From the first minute that I came to her and said, come on this podcast, it was like I couldn't wait. I was like, I couldn't wait to have her on because she's just an amazing person and all that. So my kind of final question before I have you promote yourself is, do we see Esty herself in the United States visiting, doing tours in the future?
Possibly. I do have like plans. I have goals to go there, to do tour there, and maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I reached out to her personally on it as well, because I was actually kind of curious about coming out to where she's at, and I kind of got the little brush off, but I understood that. So, so how can people reach out to you?
So on Instagram, my username is SD herself. I have Instagram. I have TikTok. And then you can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube Music. These are the main 4 music distribution sites, but you can also find in other music distribution sites.
Okay.
Some of my singles. I also have a YouTube channel. Some of the songs that I did not release on Spotify, they are on YouTube, on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I should have played the YouTube one, but I figured we'll go with the Spotify first. All right, so I'm sorry I ran out of questions, and this is such a short podcast, but it was a pleasure to have you on. And hopefully anything new, you just let me know. I'll be happy to have you back on and have you promote it. Even if it comes to that she's coming to the States and touring, anything good, we'll be the first to know, hopefully. So thank you so much for being on the podcast. I hope you enjoyed your first time. And to everyone else, thank you so much for watching the live stream and listening to the podcast on anchor.fm/ Life with Joey Calvo. My name is Joey Calvo. God bless you all. Take care.
Thank you.